Hello everyone, I am the Bearded Red Viking and this is an unboxing of a haul of records from Me Saco Un Ojo. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today I am going to be, as I mentioned in the intro, unboxing a haul of records that I recently purchased from Me Saco Un Ojo, who are a distro and record label here in the United Kingdom. So yeah, I ordered a few records a few weeks back, a couple of months back maybe actually, and this is them having finally turned up. A couple of them were pre-orders, which is why I've had to wait a while for them to come in. But yeah, going to unbox them for you now on this video. Hopefully it won't be too awkward, and got some goodies here to show you. So let's get on with it. Got my trusty Rambo knife. Let's get in and make sure I don't either destroy my records or my own face. Okay, so we're just about in to the outer box, and there is an inner box here as well. So let's have a look what we've got. Oh, looks like getting the box out of the box is going to be the hardest bit. There we go. Sorted. So yeah, nicely packaged and protected, as you can see. And here is the inner box. A bit more tape on it, so I'll just quickly dig that open. And it looks like we are properly in. So here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna dig them out in the order that they come out of the box, and we'll go from there. So first up is the new album from Slime Lord. What is it called? It's some crazy name. Chytridiomycosis Relinquished. It's called. Bit of a mouthful. This is the debut full-length album from these Death Doomsters from Leeds in the UK. The artwork, as you can see, is superb. It's, as I say, the first full-length. It is out on 20 Buck Spin Records. Me Saco Un Ojo can be a good place to get their stuff from when it comes out. So it's just on standard black wax, as you can see. Now I saw this band in July of last year at ATMA here in Manchester. They played with Coffin Mulch, Gorgon Vomit and Mutagenic Host. Myself, my partner Olivia, Mark G with a C, and Johnny Mac from Rock and Metal Plus were in attendance, along with a couple of my friends. One of my friends, Loz, actually brought a woman there with him on their first date, which I thought was an interesting choice of tactic, to bring her to an underground death metal show, but she seemed up for it. Believe they have since separated. I'm not sure if that was why, but yeah, so as you can see, superb artwork. Sort of slimy sounding death doom. It is a 7-track record. Awesome artwork. Goes actually on the inside of the inner sleeve as well. And you've got a full gatefold inner with the lyrics and some credits and stuff. Looks great. So happy with that. Now that was actually a replacement item, because I initially ordered an album called, what was it called now? I can't remember, but it was an album by the band Xoth or Xoth or Xoth, not sure how you say, Xoth. I saw Mark G with a C show it on one of his videos, and I actually looked it up straight away because I thought it looked cool, sounded cool the way Mark described it. And that's why I actually placed this order, because I went on Me Saco Un Ojo, because that was the cheapest place it came up on a Google search. Placed an order for that and added a few other things while I was there to make it you know, you want to, it's going to pay postage, you want to have a few other items come with it. If you're just buying one record and paying £5 or £6 postage, I can't remember exactly how much it was. But yeah, as we all do, I'm sure I added a few other items on. But unfortunately, I got an email back just as the last of the 2 items that were on pre-order came in. He said, unfortunately, that one was actually out of stock, so he asked me what I wanted to replace it with. And this had just come out at that point, so I went with this because I spotted it on there, and I think there was only a couple of these left in stock on the website, so I took my opportunity to grab one of those. Next in the box, we got a couple of flyers. Ahab, Skepticism, Esoteric. Can't be bothered trying to read all of these. I know that's Hyperdontia. So yeah, a few flyers in there as well. Next out of the box is Dipigus with their self-titled release. It's the 3rd full length that came out this year from the Californian filthy death metalers. I ordered this as Mark G with a C has mentioned them a number of times on his videos. He's picked up a few of their releases. There's one called Bushmeat, there's another one called Wet Market. He's raved about them, and I think I've seen him show this as well. I'm sure I will have. And he raves about them. So if Mark G with a C is impressed with them, you can't get much better an endorsement than that, in my opinion. So I added it to my list to check it out. So I don't actually know this band particularly well. I've checked out a couple of tunes on Spotify and I liked what I heard, but I haven't heard anything from this record yet. So this is a blind buy in a sense for me. Not a full blind buy, because obviously I am familiar with the band. I've heard of the band. But yeah. So yeah, as I say, this is their 3rd full-length release. We've got female vocalist, Clarissa. And then 4 dudes. The drummer called Bog Stomper. So we've got nice inner there on heavy stock card. This was released by Crypt of the Wizard. And let's see the record. Yeah, this is just black wax as well. So that's going to be music to the ears of certain members of the VC. Next up is Incantation with the album Blasphemy, which is their 5th full length from these New York death metal legends. This is a Hell's Headbanger release. So got some cool artwork there. Actually think I've seen this shown on a video recently as well by someone. I can't remember who it was that showed it. That is the inner with the lyrics. And there's the dudes. More art on the back. I cannot remember what colour this was. Let's have a look. Ooh, that's garish. Sort of pink and white merge, I think they call that. So yeah, I'm sure you all know Incantation. As I say, absolutely legendary US death metal band from New York. And yeah, I don't actually own any of their stuff, so it's nice for me to actually pick something of theirs up. I've seen them a couple of times live, both supporting, I can't remember who, years back at the Academy 2 or 3 in Manchester. And I saw them at Damnation Festival a couple of years ago. They played again recently, I think. In fact, the last 2 years. I think they played this year, and I think they played last year in Manchester. Didn't get around to going to see them. But yeah, they play quite frequently, so I'm sure I will get to see them again at some point. Next up is Cryptworm. Oozing radioactive vomition. Vomition, yeah, that is what it says, or vomition, vomit ion. I'm sure it's probably vomition, or I don't actually fucking know. It's that there, as you can see, although it's rather shiny, so there might be a fair bit of glare. Again, some nice, gnarly, sludgy, slimy artwork. And a logo that isn't the worst to read, but it's not exactly the easiest to read either. You got the inner there. Now this was a release from December of last year. Sort of swampy death metal band. I believe they're based out of Bristol here in the UK. Nice sort of transparent-y variations of green kind of colour. There's the inner with the dudes in the forest. A graveyard in the forest by the looks of things. Some of the lyrics and some credits. So yeah, this came out last year and I've only just managed to pick it up, so happy to grab that. Next we have Engulfed with Unearthly Litanies of Despair. This is another one I've seen mentioned a few times. This is a blind buy in the sense of I've never listened to this band before. But again, I've seen people who I know well and trust rave about the band and their music, so I thought I'd give it a go. And the prices are good from Me Saco Un Ojo. You don't generally pay more than about 20 quid for a record. So I'm always happy to support the underground scene, and hopefully I will thoroughly enjoy this. I'm sure I will. So that's the back. Again, it's quite shiny, so there might be a bit of glare. You might not really be able to see what's going on. Again, some pretty cool artwork, which is repeated on the inner with the lyrics, so that might be interesting trying to read those. And then you've got some pictures of the dudes playing live. And the record itself is, in my opinion, absolutely lovely. I love that black and red splatter. I think that looks fantastic. This was an April 2024 release. They're a Turkish band. You'd be surprised to know they play death metal like every band in this haul, of varying different types, of course. Yeah, it came out in April. This was one of the ones I waited for, hence why I was awaiting the delivery. Last of the records is the new Spectral Voice album, Sparagmos, from these Denver, Colorado Death Doomsters. It came out in March of 2024, and this one is sealed, so I will try and open it without damaging either myself or the record. I think I have succeeded in doing that. So this is the second full length by this band. The first one came out in 2017. It's been given a fair bit of hype. Since I ordered it, I've seen a fair bit of hype actually. I ordered it as a pre-order as well, so I hadn't heard the record in advance. Let's get into this. This is almost as difficult to get into as the box. In fact, more difficult to get into than the box. There we go. But yeah, the artwork's pretty cool. Let's get this off. Again, it's quite glary, so, but yeah, a load of skulls attached to a tree, or branches. Yeah, I've heard Spectral Voice get a fair bit of mention. I believe one or two of them are involved with blood incantation as well. So yeah, you know, they get a fair bit of hype about them. But in my opinion, deservedly so. I think blood incantation are fantastic, and I'm sure this will match up with the 2017 debut, which was brilliant as well. So next up from this album is a poster of the full artwork. You can see more of what's going on there. It's like a weird webby corpse with all the skulls attached to the branches. Gnarly stuff. Matches the sound of the music very well. The inner got a black background, fairly plain, and the Spectral Voice, a few shadowy pictures of the dudes there. And the record is again on black wax. So finally, I've got a couple of non-record related items. I picked up a t-shirt with the Me Saco Un Ojo logo. So it's good to have that and represent them out and about. And I ordered a zine called Crypts of Eternity, which is from Dark Descent Records, which incidentally I don't think I mentioned it, the Spectral Voice album was released by Dark Descent as well. So it got some cool artwork on the front there, some sort of statuesque dude on a damaged ship with lots of corpses, and then we've got lots of interviews and stuff in it. This is actually issue 6 from December of 2015, so it's quite an old one. But yeah, you've got the usual stuff you'll find in a zine, interviews with underground bands, lots of stories, lots of stuff for me to dig into there. Acefix article there. Yeah, plenty of cool stuff for me to dig into. So that is everything from this box of goodies. As you can see, the box runneth empty. So I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate you taking the time to leave it a like. And if you want to see more of my videos, as and when I make them, which isn't always particularly often, but I do get around to it eventually, you can subscribe down below too, and I hope to chat to you in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Beardy Red Viking, out.